Alright, this is one I think some of you guys have been waiting for. I'm going to start on the exhaust today. I'm going to do the headers, the downpipe, and the catalytic converter. And then after I finish up, I'll probably do another section on this. My shop neighbor is going to do a customized pipe from the catalytic converter back and attach the muffler for me. So I'll do this part today, and then we'll make another video with him doing the rest of the exhaust and how everything is once it's all finished up and completed. But this is what we got today. Here's a downpipe and catalytic converter and the headers, and then all the needed hardware. I don't think the old bracket will be used anymore. Doesn't look like there's a place on here that it'll be hooking up, so we'll probably be getting rid of that. But I will be using the bolts from the exhaust manifold for the header. But other than that, everything else came with new bolts and new gaskets, so should be good to go. So I've already got my O2 sensor set in here. I went ahead and used the old one. I don't see any issues with it. Wasn't throwing a check engine light. But if you were changing them out, that would be a good time, of course. You don't want to tighten everything up until you have everything in place. So we're just going to loosely bolt everything in for now, and then we'll come back and tighten everything up. Looks good. So for the downpipe, when you're looking at the hardware, you see the top of the downpipe has 3 holes, and these ones aren't threaded, but the ones on the headers are. So we'll be using these 3 bolts here, and they don't need to have a nut because, like I said, the headers have threads in them. These 2 will be for that part of the downpipe and attaching the catalytic converter, and then we'll be using one of these gaskets here. This gasket will be used on the top of the downpipe. So what I meant about the headers having threads, you can see that they're threaded here, so that's why those 3 bolts don't need nuts. And then again, we won't be using that bracket anymore because there's nowhere to hook it up on the headers. Okay, so leave those loose for now. Get them started, but leave them loose. Same with the ones on the headers. We want to fit everything before we start tightening everything up. So this one does have a bracket for this here, which is great. So we'll make sure that this gets put into. It should be threaded, I think. I don't think those are threaded. You might have to come up with some new bolts for these. Yeah, let me see what I got real quick. Hang on. Yeah, got a couple bolts that should work for this. Okay, we can start tightening these up now. We'll start with these ones and then we'll do the headers next. These ones are kind of tight, but they're going in right. They're not cross-threading. I won't do that mount until I do the headers. So just come through and check your fit. Make sure you're not hitting the crossbar here or anything. Everything seems to be good. Nothing's hitting anywhere. So we can go ahead and tighten up this mount now. Make sure it doesn't hit anything. Good to go. And I'm gonna go ahead and hook up the catalytic converter too, so he has less to do. He says that the writing should be the front, so it should go like that. And gasket. So my shop neighbor will be finishing up from here. He's gonna customize a pipe all the way back and then do the muffler for me as well. I'll get a video of that for you guys. We'll make that a continuance of this part, but there's half the exhaust for now. So even though it's gonna be really loud at this point, I want to go ahead and start it up and just make sure that there's no leaks going on. That way when I send it over to my shop neighbor, he won't have any problems with it. I still got it up on the lift, that way I can slip under it and just check my areas. So I'll just kind of run your hand across there and make sure there's no leaks. I can feel a little bit of air coming out. I feel a little bit of air coming out down here.